Edinburgh. A continent that's home to a few people with strange marks called crests. Cursed mark. When I was young, my parents were killed. That was a tragedy caused by this cursed crest of mine. I swore revenge, and in my rage I swung my sword. I wanted to hide the crest forever with the blood that stained my hands. Burn it away with the flames of anger and hatred. Finally, I found the enemy. I entered the Biliana forest, and suddenly, a huge tree appeared. This was only the beginning.
Rubain! In the blink of an eye, the world was conquered by the strongest military empire with magical Palmyra armaments. Lost Empire! The empire flourished, but suddenly it vanished without a trace. All that remained was a legend and the Biliana forest. Everything was cast into darkness. I was telling this fairy tale to that young boy. But a terrible thing occurred. I wanted to help him, the boy who gazed sadly at his own hands. So I...
Edinburgh, a continent steeped in magic, where the legendary Biliana trees have flourished for longer than mankind has existed. Edinburgh, home to the lost civilization of the Rubain Empire, once vast and mighty, now lost to antiquity. Edinburgh, where only 4 villages have withstood the fall of the Rubain Empire, each with populations that once lived in harmony with the mysterious Biliana trees. Salta, Moria, Seklu, and Toledo are the remaining villages that exist on this continent. Salta and Moria have been at war for more than a decade. Their dispute comes from Moria's objection to Salta's decision to clear away the Biliana forest, to provide farmland to feed its people. Moria wants to protect the Biliana forest. They despise Salta's plan to destroy the forest for their own selfish needs. The conflict began as a series of small skirmishes, but soon escalated into all-out warfare as the deteriorating environment caused widespread upheaval. Moria and Salta were hopelessly deadlocked in battle after battle. Then one day, quite unexpectedly, the fighting ceased. This was due to a cataclysmic event, later referred to as the Eve of Disaster. The military forces on both sides of the conflict were damaged beyond repair. The Salta army suffered the greatest number of losses, and since the Eve of Disaster, the war has been permanently halted. Not learning from history, however, those in command of the Salta army began the gradual process of rebuilding the army, waiting for the right moment to launch a new assault on Moria. The day had come where I decided to take up my sword and begin my journey. I did so in order to face a destiny that has been thrust upon me, a destiny that can only be described as accursed.